I do have days where I get sad and think, oh, is it coming? You know, am I going to start getting ill? Is it going to be tomorrow that I realize I'm really fatigued? And the day after that, am I going to start having headaches? And then am I going to lose my sight? Am I going to lose my sanity? Will my body start wasting away? Will I have to start taking drugs that control my life? I can't help but have days in which I fear.
HIV is a state of being.
A disease that's manageable, but some people die from it too.
HIV is a huge challenge. HIV is something that someone should not deal with alone. HIV is hot and cold. It's scary and a blessing. HIV is
an awesome process.
Project Quest is a non-profit organization devoted to helping HIV-positive individuals discover alternative healing resources. Everyone is welcome, regardless of age, race, or economic status. Once a year, Project Quest comes to Breitenbush for their Living Fully retreat. It is here amid a lush old-growth forest that people join together in community to discover paths towards healing and enhancing their quality of life. Many of the diverse and nurturing services Project Quest provides 365 days a year at their offices in Portland, Oregon, are offered at Breitenbush in order to meet the complex demands of living with HIV and AIDS.
And what Living Fully is about, what Project Quest is about, is bringing people together about HIV and talking about various alternative ways of dealing with HIV, but also not ignoring the medical part of it or not downplaying the medical part of it, but focusing in alternative ways.
Breitenbush is an opportunity for us to take time out to remember what it is and what's necessary to take care of ourselves, and to learn how better to do that, to constantly be reminded that it's important to take the time out to really feel grounded, or to feel safe, or to feel loved, or to feel nurtured. Whatever it is that that person needs, finds at this place at Breitenbush.
Living Fully is a very special healing retreat that is meant to be a springboard for the rest of the year. It provides the experiences and a sense of community in a natural healing atmosphere where deep changes will occur. I have no doubt of that.
I'm looking forward to kind of letting go while I'm up here, because I'm very inside being HIV positive right now. And I need, well, not like I'll really escape it up here or anything, but I need to vent a lot.
We are here to deeply find within each of us how to live fully, and living fully involves that opening of the heart and the love and connection with one another. There will be many different openings that will occur here, and these openings occur because of each person here. That each person here is absolutely so incredibly important. We are going to have this table be a table that honors and gives respect to death and to dying, and is respect for each of us, for our own death and for all the people that we know who have died and gone before.
People need, I believe, to see death and to know that death is real, that is part of the inspiration for each of us that helps us to live more fully. So it's not a failure to die, that you didn't work hard enough or heal hard enough. There is healing through death, and for many people that is what will happen.
I'm not scared of death, but that doesn't mean that I don't feel hurt when I see someone die. And it doesn't mean that I don't hurt when I think of my own death and the loss that happens with that in terms of the people that I love around me.
I will carry grief and despair because I have gone through losses that have touched me and changed my life forever. And those people live within me, but it's not the same as being able to touch them or see their eyes or feel their presence. So I walk in the woods and I sit on a bench by the river, and by then I come to a place where I can feel my own heart.
A lot of people find acupuncture to be very valuable. It's hard to do double-blind, placebo-controlled research with acupuncture because of the nature of the therapy, but people certainly can attest to the fact that they have increased energy, decreased pain, more relaxation. Can you attest to any of these?
Yeah, it's also helped my mental status too. Knowing that that I'm doing the most that I can to take care of myself.
That's important.
AIDS means you have a compromised immune system, and you're in the place where your body may get opportunistic infections. So every opportunistic infection that, say, acupuncture helps to lessen the time that it lasts and to help one move into a healing response and out of being held in the pattern of that illness, it supports one's healing with AIDS.
Project Quest has 3 organic gardens run by community members themselves. The vegetables and herbs that are grown are used in a weekly nutrition program that is geared to the specific dietary needs of people with HIV and AIDS. People come together to eat in community and learn the benefits of healthy cooking to aid the immune system in combating the disease.
I've sort of, I've been positive about 7 years. And I've changed the way I eat a lot. Probably not as much as I could. I figure if I want to live longer and not be as sick, then I gotta eat healthier. I've already noticed, like, I really have cut down on milk products. And that helps my digestion a lot. Digestion is sort of a key thing when it comes to HIV, because so many people with HIV have trouble absorbing things. So becomes a big problem.
I think the most extreme effect on me has been the ecstatic dance. Just getting to feel free in my body in a space where dance is being used as something sacred, and I'm feeling in a comfortable space with other people who are also dancing like madmen and women.
It's your dance, and unless you do it, no one will do it! You will leave this planet without anyone ever having to see your dance!
it's always important, I feel, to get to a place where the body can be moved to heal. And one way that that occurs is through the infusion of spirit. What I mean by that is breath. So if we can infuse breath into the body with intention, with clear intention, that's what healing is about. So anyone with HIV or AIDS who has any inkling as to forgetting the robustness and the beauty of their bodies, and who might begin to feel that their bodies have abandoned them, what this practice can help them do is just get back on the path to understanding that what we have is just perfect.
Yoga is about balance. If you're going to survive this illness, we have to learn how to bring balance into our lives. I think that's the teaching, at least I've learned from this illness, is balance.
To live with HIV or AIDS is to have your life touched in a way that you will never be the same. To live with having HIV or AIDS is to receive that information that life is time limited, and to get it in a very deep personal way. My life is time limited, and I may die, and I may go through many very painful and awful changes that are unpredictable and feel out of my control. We have a spiritual program with the belief that it's very important for people to learn how to access inner resources and how to be able to develop coping skills, of which spirituality certainly seems like a very important part of developing these.
Aromatherapy. It's the use of essential oils of plants and flowers for treatment of different symptoms. They take the oils and they mix it in, make a combination of oils and apply it to the body, usually through a massage.
Well, you're in all the right places.
I find that a lot of people living with HIV can go for extended periods of time without experiencing meaningful healing touch. And often there's a tendency for people to isolate themselves or to be afraid to seek out intimacy. And one thing that this program offers, which I believe is the essential basis for everything we do, is providing therapeutic touch that is very healing in itself. And the thing is with Project Quest is that everyone's an individual, and we respect that and see everyone as having an individual situation. We don't have one answer or one therapy for people. They come in, we talk with them as a human being and discuss what they want. We work as a team to decide what is the best program and I guess treatment plan for that person. They're involved the whole way.
At Project Quest, each individual can create a healing vision, choosing which path they will take towards personal empowerment and growth. People who wish can address dependencies or addictions through individual therapy sessions and group workshops. This kind of support can be the first step in visualizing a better life with HIV or AIDS.
Well, Project Quest helps me by, for me, it's the only place I've found where I can get alternative therapy. So they're not traditional. So in that way, it helps me plug into a lot of different things. And I think the longer you can keep your body and your immune system and your healthy, the longer that you're going to have to, you're able to stay off, toxic medications that have horrible side effects. And I mean, I've seen so many people with side effects and horrible things that happen with the drugs and everything that I've always believed in doing something alternatively. It's not for everyone, but it definitely fills a niche for people who don't, who feel that alternative therapies are more healthy and take better care of your body.
So take some moments, Jack, and just allow yourself as you breathe to connect with a place of safety. Yet a place to have visions, have dreams, feel your inner strength. You can recognize the HIV anywhere in your body that it exists. You can, in this time, Jack, connect with your immune system, helping strong, healthy cells be formed for you. Immune cells and blood cells, cells for your life and health. Your body has the means, the strength to stop the HIV, to recognize anything that would hurt you. And you can begin to find those images, clear, strong feelings, images too, healthy cells pouring forth. Take some moments to envision this way of capturing and stopping the virus. And as you breathe and relax, find the yes to your life, the yes to that commitment to your life and living. And so as you breathe now, say that yes and let it come from your belly, from your heart, from your throat. Feel it and say it out loud.
Yes.
It's part spirit, part psyche, part everything.
All action. It's all action therapy that
Sort of started as a way of getting people into action, a way of getting people off the couch and into a place of really being able to see and know their psyche.
if you put your concentration on the timeline, but then your voice will become anonymous. Just call out an event and a time.
Cancer, 1991.
My father died in 1963.
Tested positive February 1990.
Ran away from home, never to return, 1982.
1987, found the courage to test and found out I was HIV positive.
1996, had the courage to fall in love.
Tested HIV positive August 22nd, 1992.
By doing psychodrama, you move from the realm of talking about an event to reliving or experiencing the event. So again, you move to a place of wholeness and connection that can help in an area that's unfinished.
Community is a large part of Project Quest. It can help support a change in lifestyle that can lead to healthier living. It can be a vent for depression, rage, self-exploration, or acceptance. Sharing the love of community can be essential in contributing to a person's will to live. Nowhere is community more felt than participating in the Inipi Native American sweats.
The Inipi purification ceremony that is a part of what we do at Breitenbush. It is a purification ceremony where one enters into the sweat lodge to be reborn, to be purified, to let go of the suffering, the pain, the fears, and to really ask for that deep, strong connection that allows for transformation and change. It helps someone with AIDS as the going inside to face one's fear and to find a place of prayer, a place of song, a place of connection can happen, an awakening within. It also supports one's healing with AIDS because you are in community, you are there with others. The instructions are given by the medicine person leading it that if you get afraid, reach out. And if you sense someone is afraid, let yourself touch that person and let them feel your strength and help. So there is a way that you're in the lodge as community for your own personal healing and for the healing of those who are with you to be reborn.
It's always hard to sort of describe what happens in an Inipi, but I guess I spent a lot of time in the prayers and in Inipis praying for my health, for myself, and also a way of being of service to others.
HIV has its own energy, and a sweat changes the energy. It makes it less powerful. It makes myself stronger than the HIV. I become greater than, not less than.
I came to Breitenbush this year hoping that I could get a little bit outside of the walls I had built up, to realize that a lot of them are still there, but maybe realize that it's okay to step over them for a little while. Being HIV positive causes me sometimes to get a little down on being positive, being HIV positive, so much so that I forget my own inner will and the grace that's inside of me to keep fighting and to keep living in a healthy way. Breitenbush has helped me get back to some of that grace, and it's been through different processes, whether it's a conversation with a fellow HIV positive person or a meditation, the ecstatic dance, sitting in hot tubs under beautiful, beautiful trees. All of those things are woven together to create an experience that is very filling for the people who attend here.
So we've come to this very, very important part, which is closure. And closure is so important, especially in a community like our community, where we have experienced many people who have died, and that sense of closure with people who really deeply matter. So we're going to have this be a time where, in the incredible process of healing, each person is a healer, and each person is in need of healing too. So that whole thing of remembering that and taking that with us, with our wish that each of us and everyone could and would live fully.
I've been HIV positive since 1986, and it was only 4 years ago that I seroconverted onto AIDS. I've gotten so used to living in pain and watching my friends die that that was the paradigm within which I lived for a long time. And I realized today that I don't have to live there anymore.
I can dream again, and that I can run with a dream, and that I can create a new one, or I can work on an old one, but I really don't need a guarantee of 10 years or 5 years or 2 years.
I feel very privileged to be here. You folks have a great deal of courage, and you know, I've suffered my own losses and griefs in my life, and I'm trying to find that courage. So you've been very inspirational to me, and I thank you very much.
May the mountain's own great spirit make our lives a singing stream. May the 12 new moons now coming bring a purpose to our dreams. May a rainbow touch our shoulders with the promise of its glow. May the sunlight fall upon us as we walk in many snows. Mitakuras.
I didn't want to come up here and be around all these people. I've got 130-something people. I can't stand to live in this body, be with myself, let alone, you know, that many people. And I just wanted to say that the best thing that happened to me up here this weekend was the people.
Most days are filled with this unbridled hope that has a source deep, deep inside of me. It's a hope that stems from a human's basic will to live, your basic will to survive. It's very strong. That's what Project Quest encourages, is that life force, encourages your inner will to maintain, to keep going, to push, to love.